What's up, my homies? It's Tuesday, isn't it? And good morning. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Chilling with My Homies. Today we're talking about microwaves. Both the microwave oven that is most likely in your kitchen, as well as microwaves in general, and what I decided to do with an old microwave oven. So, to know what microwaves are, it's simply the frequency range of light from 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. 300 million cycles per second to 300 billion cycles per second. Now, there is overlap into the radio frequency band down in the megahertz section. So, while microwave ovens are both considered radio waves and microwaves. So microwaves, ovens, the ones you have in your kitchen, are designed to run at 2.45 gigahertz, 2.45 billion cycles a second. So, I'm going to show you what I did with mine. I had an old microwave laying around. I reassembled it. I rebuilt it from a microwave oven into a microwave beam. And how I did that, I will show you soon. But first, I'm going to talk about what made the microwave oven turn into the beam. Well, that is because of my waveguide, which you'll see here shortly, but here's the theory of it. So, a waveguide is a way to channel electromagnetic waves, whether that be radio waves, microwaves, infrared, anything, into a more controlled, directional source of radiation. So, to build my waveguide, which was the key to this project, I had to do this. So I took C. C is the speed of light in a vacuum. I would be using the speed of light in air because it is slightly slower in air, but it's about 99.97% the speed of light in air versus a vacuum. So I just went with the speed of light within the vacuum because it's a little easier. So what I did here is I took the speed of light in a vacuum, C, and I put it in feet per second, not meters per second as most people see it. I did it for calculation-wise here in the United States. It makes things easier on me later on. I divided that by the frequency of the microwave oven. The microwave oven's magnetron emits a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz, so 2,450,000,000 cycles per second hertz. Then I multiplied that number by 12, because right here we're in feet per second. I wanted to get the inches because you can see our feet, for the wavelength, our feet is a little under half a foot. So to get more precise, I multiplied by 12 and I got 4.8175 inches, which if you're someone who uses a tape measure more than calipers, you might see it as 4 and 13/16 inches, a rough estimate. But that's important because you have to have the waveguide at least half wave of what you are using to channel your radio waves or your microwaves. It has to be at least half a wavelength. Now that, I won't dive into that right now because that is a lot of RF theory, and it's our radio frequency in the electrical engineering world is magic. RF engineers are wizards. There, I said it. Anyway, but that's the theory behind the size of the waveguide. The frequency the microwave oven transmits out of its magnetron, and a little bit about information regarding the electromagnetic radiation spectrum and the frequency of what microwaves are. So now, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the rest of the video, which is going to be show and tell, and we're going to light off this microwave beam, and it's going to be real fun. So stick around for that. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, so here is the microwave beam I've got. This here, you can see in there, I have a bucket as a waveguide. There's the magnetron. This bucket has been cut directly to the measurements I spoke to earlier, 1 wavelength. So we got 1 wavelength inside the bucket, and then it emits out the front there. Then out over here This is the operation light. While this light bulb is lit, everything is working and we're powered on. This is the comically sized over temperature light. If that ever triggers, we have a over temperature that it won't shut it down, but it will flag that light, and that light will remain on. Uh-oh, cat's on the table. This is Nikola Tesla, my male cat. But anyway, this light here will come on if there's an over temp, tells us we need to shut it down. Usually he's not allowed on the table. But in here, let me get this open here. We have a hide the shame. So all the wiring here for the lights, for the switches, the microwave oven transformer in there, the microwave oven capacitor, all the real dangerous stuff that is luckily inside the box that we won't be touching. But wiring is atrocious. I know I have a reputation for terrible cable management, but I hide the shame in a box, and hopefully nobody except everybody I just showed on YouTube will ever see it. So alright, that is the microwave oven beam, or not microwave oven beam, just microwave beam. We're going to cut here, and we're going to show the final piece of this video of him in action lighting up some fluorescent tubes wirelessly. Now I will say that even though microwave radiation is not ionizing radiation, therefore it can't cause cancer, it however can cook your eyeballs like they were hard-boiled eggs. It is very easy to go blind if I was to stick my entire head or my eyes inside the waveguide. It would very quickly and very painfully blind me. And the other danger is, of course, the microwave oven transformer in there, running at about 2000 volts AC. That's something you don't want to mess with either. But overall, a very simple project to turn a microwave oven into a microwave beam. Next, I'm going to show you the video of her operating here in the garage with some fluorescent lights. Stay tuned. Alright, here we go with the microwave beam. Just remember, this is very dangerous. You do not want any of these microwaves going into your eyes. They will cook you. Also, the high voltage in there. However, also, please mind my messy garage. I don't get much free time to clean it up. So, anyway, here is the microwave beam working. We're going to turn it on here with this switch. That light means she's operational and she's emitting microwaves. So let's go ahead and light up this fluorescent tube. Look at that. See the range here. All wirelessly lighting that up there. Really, well, it doesn't look as cool on video as it does in person, because this is pretty dope to watch, right in the middle of that beam. Kind of ignite it, get it close to ignite it, and then it can maintain it at a distance. Now, I know you're going to say, well, cook a hot dog, cook some corn or something, but the problem is it's not intense enough to do that. The main thing that cooks in your microwave oven is the standing waves, the stagnant waves of the waves bouncing around the inside of your microwave to cook things. Yes, therefore, those standing waves are what get things hot. This tube is already getting pretty warm, and I do suppose if you let this run long enough with a hot dog in front of it, it will get warm as well. However, it's just not practical, although it would be cool. And remember, as soon as that red light turns on, that means we've over-temped, but we haven't tripped it so far. Yeah, look at that. Beam of microwaves made out of literal garbage. Thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned. I'll try to post more often, and we'll see you next time on Chilling with My Homies.